When the most powerful man in the room told her to sit down like a child, the world held its breath, but what came next shattered the silence forever. The moment Donald Trump smirked and said those two words, "Sit down," the air in the chamber turned to ice, and every eye locked onto the woman who refused to blink. The hearing room was a pressure cooker of tension, the kind where history either explodes or evaporates into nothing. Cameras hummed, pens scratched against notepads, and the weight of unspoken battles hung thick in the air. Donald Trump, draped in his signature navy suit and crimson tie, lounged at the witness table like a man who had never been told no. Across from him, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, sharp as a blade in her cobalt blazer, adjusted her glasses and leveled him with a gaze that didn't ask for permission. "Mr. Trump," she began, her voice steady, "your financial disclosures from 2019 to 2020 show discrepancies worth millions. Care to explain?" He barely glanced up. "I've been transparent. Frankly, your tone is disrespectful." A ripple moved through the room. Reporters leaned forward. Aides stopped typing. Crockett didn't flinch. "Respect isn't a tone," she replied. "It's earned." Then it happened. Trump leaned back, smirked, and with the casual cruelty of a man who'd spent a lifetime bulldozing boundaries, said, "Sit down, girl." The room didn't gasp. It froze. The chairman's gavel hovered midair. Republicans stiffened. Democrats clenched their jaws. For 3 excruciating seconds, the only sound was the faint buzz of the overhead lights. Then Crockett did the unimaginable. She smiled. Not a nervous flicker, not a forced grin, but the kind of smile a chess player gives right before checkmate. "Let me explain something to you, Mr. Trump," she said, her voice so calm it cut like glass. "You may be used to women folding when you speak to them like that, but I don't work for you. I work for the truth. And if my questions make you uncomfortable, that's not my problem, it's yours." Somewhere in the back, a staffer whispered, "Oh damn." Trump's smirk vanished. His fingers tapped the table, restless, searching for a retort that wouldn't come. The chairman cleared his throat, but the moment had already slipped from his control. This wasn't about financial records anymore. It was about power, who had it, who abused it, and who just took it back without raising their voice. By the time the hearing adjourned, the clip had already metastasized across the internet. #SitDownGirl trended in 12 countries. Memes spliced Crockett's face onto historical figures: Rosa Parks, Shirley Chisholm, Wonder Woman. Late-night hosts rewrote monologues to include her, but the real impact wasn't online. It was in living rooms, offices, and group chats where women, especially black women, exhaled like they'd been holding their breath for decades. "Did you see it?" coworkers whispered. She didn't even raise her voice. "That's the part that got me," a teacher in Detroit told her students. She didn't scream, she just corrected him. Meanwhile, Trump's team scrambled. Spin doctors called it a misunderstanding. Allies claimed he was just being folksy. But the excuses rang hollow, because America had seen it: the smirk, the dismissive wave, the way he expected her to shrink. And instead, she'd handed him his own ego like a bill he couldn't pay. 3 days later, an email landed in Crockett's inbox with the subject line, "Thank you from Tulsa." It was from Clara Bishop, 68, a retired nurse who'd never written to a politician before. "When he told you to sit down," she wrote, "I heard my high school principal in 1968 tell me I couldn't join debate team because girls distract the boys. You answered him like I wish I had. You answered for every one of us who ever bit our tongue to keep the peace." Crockett didn't issue a press release. She didn't tweet it. She called Clara and asked to meet. They sat in a Tulsa library, 2 women separated by decades but united by a single moment. Clara brought a yellowed photo of Shirley Chisholm. "We thought she'd break it all open," she said. Crockett nodded. "She did. Now we keep going." A snapshot of them, heads bent together, laughing, went viral without a single hashtag. Because some truths don't need amplification. They just need to be. Months later, the hearing faded from headlines. But in quiet corners, barbershops, corporate boardrooms, people still asked, "What do you do when someone tells you to sit down? Do you fold? Do you fight? Or do you do what Jasmine Crockett did: stand your ground without leaving your seat? Because respect isn't given. It's taken now." Over to you. Have you ever been told to sit down when you deserve to stand? How did you respond? Drop your stories below. Let's keep this conversation going. And if this hit home, share it. Some truths deserve to travel.